What's going on, my broskies? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And today we're here with some Grand Party, the final day of Grand Party. Can we reach 15 victories? Absolutely not in today's day and age. I'm gonna be shocked, like, honestly, if people reach 15 wins, like, they must be some magician or something like that. With the fact that Gear 5 and the presence that he has inflicted in this meta, that on top of the fact that hidden teams are becoming more and more threatening to deal with, it's going to be pretty tough, I think, for most people to reach 15 wins in this current metagame of Grand Party. And I do feel like this is a big issue. This needs some change. This just cannot go on, and I continue to despise Grand Party. I think it's absolute dog shit. It's just a really bad designed game mode, and it's funny seeing new players come into the game and have the same sentiment as players. So it just goes to show that this is a game mode that is far from perfect, that needs some tinkering for it to become just fun. You know, it's supposed to be fun, and it's just not. So either way, we do actually pick up a victory here for the first one, but hey, we're able to see at least one of the teams. Moving from 13 wins onwards, you are not able to see any of the teams, which makes things a little bit more trickier to deal with, as you guys will see in the upcoming matches. So let's go ahead and jump into the second match, and of course we're using the same squadron up against a hidden team. Of course we don't know what's going on. We can only see that the second team will be that Free Spirit team with Gear 5, which I guess is kind of a nice thing. You just know that will be Free Spirit, knowing that Gear 5 is on it. And I think we got a little unlucky this time as we come up against a Slasher team, which is fair play. Slasher's a really good team to use under Gear 5, as they're able to charge their specials very quickly, proc your specials to do really good damage and health cuts, and obviously Roger Whitebeard is indeed a character. And we got just another layer of unluckiness, as Roger Whitebeard, of course, knocked out my Roger Whitebeard, so I couldn't inflict it on the opponent, so I couldn't even charge my skill fast enough. But look, it is what it is. But funnily enough, we do still end up eking out a win here, which is kind of surprising. The way that things were looking, I wasn't looking too good. Do I end up using a burst skill? Yeah, I do end up using a burst, which helps us out, because I did not want to get inflicted with more and more skills. So, unfortunately, we do have to use a burst there. My opponent does have his burst as well, and he did not use it towards the end of that game, which allowed us to win, but at the same time, it gives him a huge advantage heading into the second game. Now, what I was kind of hoping for is that the opponent would use his burst and potentially not get his second burst up quick enough. And unfortunately, the opponent gets his burst up as well and does not use it. I think he literally fully charges his burst right as the final character dies or near the end of the game. So if he was able to charge his skill a little earlier, he would have actually procced it, which would have given me a massive advantage reaching the last game. And as you can see, the opponent charged up his burst right at the end of that game, which meant that we both enter this last Psy Mirror match. This is not the Psy Mirror match, but you guys will see a Psy Mirror match very, very shortly. But it's going to be this Dex team. Now, I had to risk it. I had to risk it and use the Gear 5 skill a little earlier than I wanted to, because Big Mom was about to do a lot of damage to us. However, Luffy revived Big Mom as that one Dex character that survived, which meant that she inflicted half stats to a large portion of my team, and we lose from that point onwards. So unfortunately, yeah, we did lose this game. A little unfortunate, I feel, because typically Free Spirit has a good run against the Dex team, considering the amount of driven and powerhouse characters that they typically run. I felt confident, but unfortunately could not inch out the victory. And now we make our way to the final match of this season of Grand Party. Thank God it is over. I am sick to death of this, and I'm really happy that it is now over. And we end up heading into this first game, and this one was a little threatening as well. It is another slasher team, but I ended up switching it up, and instead of using the striker focus team, I ended up using this fully hardcore health cutting team. And this actually had a lot more success versus the slashers, as we have more special CT and lower CT for our specials for Akainu and Whitebeard, so we're able to proc those health cuts very quickly, allowing us to charge Gear 5, use the skill, and completely wipe the floor with the opponent, as well as Who's Who launching, as just giving us the free win there too, charging up our skill. Opponent didn't have much of their skill left. I felt confident in this game, but then we come up against this Dex team. And yeah, this is where things get kind of crazy. I think actually this might be the one where the Big Mom goes kind of crazy. Either way, yeah, we got kind of destroyed. Once again, use the skill. Big Mom revives. She uses her half-statting effect, and we just lose. So, yeah, that didn't really put me in a good situation, as I was expecting to win this match. However, we're at a point now where I don't have a burst skill left, and my opponent has one. And that basically means that you lose. You know, if you're heading, especially as we head into this last game, a Psy mirror match, which is hard enough in and of itself, but then when you have no skill or burst skill and your opponent does. So I knew at this point that there was absolutely zero way I was going to win this game. I was tempted to just instantly skip it, but I decided to just play out the game just to see what would happen. And I know you can't win it. You can't. If you don't have a Gear 5 skill and your opponent does, yeah, you're probably losing that game. And when I say probably, I say there's like a 99% chance you're going to lose that game. Just the Gear 5 burst just does so much damage. It is ridiculous. And I think it's just a bit of an issue that, you know, you can't view the teams once you get to this point in Grand Party. So, yeah, it just makes things really hard. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the series of Grand Party videos of the last few days. If you guys enjoy the videos, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, I'll catch you guys within the next video.